Welcome to Bizarre Outdoors. For the past 4 years, I've contemplated how to edit this video. I've gone from shorts to long form videos to educational videos, and so finally I've decided I'm going to make basically a vlog style video. So this is going to be a long video, but it's meant for you to just play in the background, sit back and relax. And join me on my journey of catching my first flathead catfish. I filmed this video back in 2022 when I was in college and had all the free time in the world. And boy, do I miss that now. I'm working full time, and this video is kind of a way to post a memory. So enjoy the ride, and happy fishing. That was perfect, except I don't think there's any fish right there. Maybe I did catch a fish. Oh, I did. I did catch. Perfect bait right there. This is the perfect size. I love water. I only caught one more live bait. Now we're gonna head up into the creek where the flathead had been caught before. There we go. It's kind of scary dragging this bait upside down like that. Do not want to lose all the bait we got. Looks like it's good though. Dark spot under this bridge a second ago. I'm gonna cast right there. Looks like there's some mud, and typically when there's mud like that, there could be some catfish holes. I think I can make it under this bridge. Just gotta duck my head. Wow, it's very deep under this bridge. I feel like as long as I don't get attacked by some sort of mud diver, I should be good. Holy shit. Why did that scare me so much? Freaking fish just jumped right there. It scared me a lot. An absolute giant fish just jumped behind me. Like one of the biggest splashes I've ever heard. And whatever it was probably like 15, 20 pounds. Alright, so I'm currently casted at the spot where I heard that huge fish splash. And I just tried casting there. I could have sworn I saw a flathead tail, a catfish tail, but I could be just hallucinating, man. I just want to catfish so bad. So there's a giant rat that just swam by. There's something, it's like a beaver. What is that? It's coming towards me. Oh, it's a nutria. It actually is a nutria. He's swimming up towards me. Hey. Hey. Look at him. Look at him. Look at that guy. Oh, he's beautiful. It's a beaver or nutria or something. Oh. Set up, got all the gear. I got my camera bag with drones, a big anchor. We got the fish finder, which is working just fine. I charged it up last night. Got the big catfish rod, a chair obviously. Got 2 cast nets. I have one inside the hole, and I got an ice chest. This has a ton of bait. It has shrimp. It has dead panfish, but I need some live ones. That's why I need to catch them. And it has chicken breast, so I can catch channel, or I can try and catch a flathead with one of those baits. Let's get in the water and let's use that baby hook and try and catch some live bluegill. It's been about an hour. We've caught 3 live bluegill. Anyway, so we got 3 live bluegill. One of the live bluegill is on this bobber, and we're gonna cast it along the bank, look for flatheads. And then I caught a huge, like 12 to 14 inch shad, which is right here on this Santee rig that I got right here. So we're gonna go and we're gonna check out the dam that's over here and see if we can see if it's any deeper over there, what it's like over there, you know. I want to see how deep it is on this wall. Oh, it's actually getting deeper now. Yes, this could be a good spot. It's 4 feet deep and it's dropping fast. There could be like catfish right here on this wall. Yep, that's perfect. It's where I would want it. We'll just sit here for a little while. Oh yeah? Yeah, I mean, I just started a channel.
What is it?
Bizarre Outdoors. Yeah, no space in between them. Alright guys, I just met another YouTuber down here, and I'm stuck in a tree. Anyway, I met a YouTuber down here. Perfect. Oh, almost perfect. Get back here. Man, he's dead already. Oh, he's still alive. Cool. So I met a YouTuber down here that is much more popular than I am, and he was nice enough to give me a shout out. So let's see if that gives me any subscribers. That'd be nice. I was all looking bougie with all my gear. He got the gear and me sitting in my kayak in the video. Right now, by the way, I'm just casting along the edge of the bank here. It's about 5 feet deep, hoping that I'm finding a flathead's home somewhere along here. You never know. These ducks are just following me. Hey guys, how you doing? Ducky ducks. Hi duckies, how you doing? Look at these guys. Are they gonna run into my boat? Hi. Hey, this is my fish, okay? My fish. Back off. Hey, 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 hey! This is my fish. My fish. You can't bite this. Mine. It's mine. Hey, he's trying to bite my bait. That's why they're following me. Welcome back to Bizarre Outdoors. It has been many hours. It is day 2 still. And we have not gotten a bite. Not now, and not in any second of any day. It's looking very, very, very discouraging. But we're gonna go up in the creek spot. Dang. We're gonna go up in the creek spot, and hopefully with the new rigs that are suspended, suspend the bait. Hopefully that we can catch a fish, you know. Why does it feel all clunky? Well, that's why. And we're wrapped. Anyway, so that's that. And we're reeling this bad boy. No way. Something got him. Or he came off. Wow. Didn't expect that. It's alright. We won't re-rig until we get to the spot. Oh, forgot I was anchored. Getting dark. How to catch a flathead. Nice and clean anchor. Alright, opening of this creek, and then, you know, here's the bridge like day one. Same as before. Now, the reason the spot's so good, at least in my opinion, is because it's one of the only spots in the stretch that I've paddled that has a deep spot right next to a shallow flat, and then deep spots all scattered throughout, and then it goes shallow. My fingers are real jacked up. Like right here is 2 feet, right over there is 10 feet, which is perfect. So I mean, I might as well drop anchor here and cast right over there. All right, here. We'll throw in this remaining shad tail. There's something to eat, hopefully. Then we'll go back here, grab this piece of shad meat. Get this. Put this bad boy on there. Cut ourselves a piece of cut bait. Oh yeah, I got this chunk of guts. The shad's almost too big. It's crazy. So I still have that giant bluegill because right now I'm using the biggest sunfish I caught. Luckily, that YouTuber that I was with, that I met earlier, like I said, he was fishing for bluegill and he actually caught a bluegill and gave it to me, so I got lucky. Otherwise, I would have no bluegill because I just realized all the fish I've been using are not bluegill. They're red ear or green, not red ear. I think it's green ear sunfish. It's something ear sunfish. Anyway, that's what I've been catching for bait today and the last day I came here. Oh, turtle. Snake. No, beaver. This beaver, man. Beaver's back. I thought it was a snake, but I thought it was a giant snake, but it is a beaver. Beaver, don't come eat my bait. This is my bait. You know? Oh, that's just the bottom of a tree. Okay, good. Supposed to catch me a flathead. Here, I'm casting this fallen tree right here. Boom. Apparently, see, he's running a lot right now too. He's the runner, I guess. He just runs. I really don't know if like the spotlight light is helping at all. I feel like it scares fish and it makes it harder to see, honestly. But who knows? Alright, well. There's no flathead here. Now, which side's better, the rocky side or the muddy side? I feel like this side's better because it has a fallen tree. You know? Apparently, flathead like to sit on top of fallen trees. Learned a lot about flathead ever since the last time I fished here. Watched a lot of videos. My rudder is being weird. Oh gosh. It's pretty low, that bridge. Oh, okay. Good thing I didn't kill my fish there. I feel like I might actually like knock off my GoPro. Yeah, see, oh wow, 6.5 feet. Basically, I'm just setting the bobber next to where we've set up trot lines before. Or where old trot lines actually are. Because I assume, I mean, obviously you can only set trot lines where it's convenient, where it's possible, you know, or easy for tree, where there's branches and stuff. But that's also the best spots for fish, so that's why I cast there as well. Better to do that than guess around a lot. Four feet deep. Why not cast here? There he is, the beaver. The infamous beaver. And then we're gonna put the big bluegill on here. Alright. Giant bluegill. If something bites this, it's gonna be giant. I assume. I assume it'll be giant. No! No. That's so sad. So sad, man. Welcome to Bizarre Outdoors. It is day 3 of trying to catch a flathead. The other 2 days were a bust. I mean, we didn't get any bites, not even nibbles. Our bait was I never even saw any signs that anything had bitten, chewed at, pecked at all. Like, not even panfish were picking off my bait, which happens like at every lake. And I used different types of baits. I used the shrimp, I used crawfish, I didn't use chicken breast, but I did use cut bait, I used cut sun perch, I used cut shad, and then I even used live bluegill, and couldn't get anything. Some of that wasn't all recorded, but I do have some footage from day 1 and day 2 where all that was happening. And so today is a location change. Today we're actually going to be fishing at Boerne Lake in Boerne. So I'm going to be using all the same baits. Hopefully I can catch some live bluegill. I actually have one more extra bait. I have night crawlers today, which is just for bluegill. I mean, it does catch catfish, but I don't know. I used to use night crawlers only for catfish, but now I'm using all these other baits. And if they don't work, then I guess we can use night crawlers. But we're gonna try and catch some bluegill for some live bluegill. That way we can use them for flathead. And I found a forum online about Boerne Lake because I did not believe that they had giant flatheads until I saw this forum. Because the state records show that they only have an 8-pound flathead caught there, you know? So not that big, and that was 2019. So, but I looked on this forum in 2021. There's a group of guys that went out here to Boerne Lake and were catching 50-pound flatheads, and one of them, there's a picture and it claims to be a 75-pound flathead. And if that's the case, then well, I gotta see for myself. So hopefully today will be the day where I catch the first flathead of my life and we can get it on video. Hopefully it's a 75-pounder. That is just insane if that's true. Which, I mean, it looked huge, but I was thinking it'd be more like a 40-pound catfish when I saw the picture. I could be completely wrong though. So we're gonna try and catch a giant cat out of Boerne Lake. I know they have decent-sized channels up to 10 pounds, at least according to state records, but there's a good chance they have bigger than that. So let's see what we can catch. I am a little late. It's what is it? I think it's, no, it's not even 6 anymore. It was 6. It's 7. It's 7:06. So I'm a little late. I wanted to get here at 5. No, but I was gonna stay up. I was gonna pull an all-nighter, but decided I kind of just fell asleep, and I woke up at 6:30. So then I rushed, got all my stuff, and now we're out here. Or gonna be out here. Anyway, it's 7:05. It's a little bit later in the day. The sun just came up though. I forgot the sun kind of comes up a little bit later now compared to earlier this year. So let's see how it goes. Well, the day isn't starting out very good. I drove up to the lake entrance and I realized I don't have my lake pass, which means that I have to pay like $20 to get in. I'm not gonna pay 20 bucks. So we gotta drive back and go get a lake pass. Woo! It's raining, baby! Yeah! Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I'm just trying to be happy because I'm pissed. I'm just kidding, I'm not pissed. I'm just a little irritated. Guys, welcome back. It's 8:05. Finally got my anchor line untangled because it was so tangled. Still is, kind of tangled. Alright, we're good now. So I got my anchor line untangled. Definitely gonna lay this on here. And then we'll go out. And actually it's fine because most of my bait's still defrosting because I forgot to take it out. So we'll see. We'll get out there, it's 8 o'clock. Hopefully we'll catch a fish. It's brand new Crocs. Alright, let's get out in the lake. Water's real cold, feels cold. Yeah, 81.7. That's real cold for the summer. At Kerrville Lake, for example, it was 86 for water temperature. So, let's get out there. You know what sucks? I forgot my sunglasses, but it's almost kind of good for video purposes because now I see the same as y'all do. Yep, I don't want to lose my expensive fishing pole, so I'm gonna set this right here. I put it slightly in the water, maybe we'll catch a little bluegill. Alright, so let's get out a little bit. And actually right at this dock, someone cast it out and caught a 50-pound flathead. So it's always possible the flathead are right here. I feel like they're really anywhere in this deep section during the summer. Or at least that's what I'm believing for the moment. And so we'll go out right now and we're gonna look for those flathead yet again. This time we have actual fish for bait, cut bait, large cut bait, and I have small bait fish. They aren't cut, but they're dead. And so before I'd caught a catfish relatively fast on a little perch, which is exactly what I have. And so there's a good chance we can catch some of them fish on that bait. If I can catch some fresh bait, then I'll definitely do so. But so far it's looking kind of tough to catch fresh bait. Wow, here's some structure. Except I need to change my settings because I had it set for when it was really shallow. I set it to 40 feet. There we go. It'll probably get deeper than 40 feet. I said you use perch head. Why not use a big old shad head? I caught this at Kerrville Lake on a cast net. His eyes frozen over. It's still frozen. I gotta kind of let it defrost. I mean, I guess I can put it on the hook. So giant. Crazy. I'm gonna wrap it around and twine. That way, if something does bite it, it won't just come off easy. Let's get out a little bit more. It's getting shallower. I think up here there's a flat plateau and then it drops off, which is what this part used to be. I used to sit over here and cast into here. I think I've said in one of my videos before. and catch catfish, but they were channels, never flats. There we go. There's some small fish right there. Smaller fish. I mean, that's still pretty long, I think. Yeah, I like Boerne Lake because you could actually see fish. The other place is just so shallow, full of moss. So yeah, there's some fish down there. There's fish down here. I just need to troll with my fish, and I think we can catch some. There we go. Got a cut perch on. I mean, not a cut perch on here. And we'll drop this. Oh, dang! We'll drop this down all the way to the bottom. That is my Santee rig, so I'm not too worried about it getting snagged. It wasn't getting snagged at the place we were at in Kerrville Lake, and that place was full of moss and grass, so the chances of it getting snagged here are much lower. Truly. Then I do need this setup. It is a bobber setup though, and I don't know if I like that here. It's a little too deep for a bobber around here, I think. So I might take off the bobber setup and add on a rig that I have used before, which isn't a Santee rig. Oh yeah, there's some fish down there. And it's misting right now. Look at the sky. It's all like gray. These weird mornings are good and bad. Changes the way the fish act, and that could be good or bad. And I think honestly that might drag out the bite time, if the bite time is what I think it is, which is what I think is I'm not gonna put a 2-hook rig, put the 1-hook rig. What I think the bite time is, I need a 4-ounce weight, huh? Should I put a 4-ounce weight on this too, on this setup? We'll leave it out just in case. I probably don't need a 4-ounce. Well, for a big bait, yes. For this little bait, I'll put a 2-ounce. And yes, I do need my twine out, so I'll bring out my twine. Put it right there. That's all I really need. I guess, just in case. I'll pull out a bell as well, just in case. For the rest, we're fine. Now, I literally spent like $70, well, like $50 a while ago, just to make the rig that I have on this pole. Not just for that one rig, but I made an entire tackle box to make like many of those rigs. I think I have enough gear for like 12 of those rigs, which is crazy. I mean, 12 rigs, right? And I can only make, and it cost me $56 or something for those 12 rigs. I got this rig wrapped in twine. That should work pretty good, I think. Either I got a bite, or I like got snagged and then gone loose or something. Guess we'll see right now. Whoa. Stuck to something, that's what it was. Oh, smells like skunk. Jeez. Oh, is that grass or is that actual skunk? Dang, man. Can hardly smell. And I can hardly breathe that scent. Should probably wrap twine around this one too, huh? Yeah, it's almost come off. It's not even dragging on the bottom. There we go. This is slightly better. Alright guys, we're in 25 feet of water, or around the 20s of feet of water. We have dropped down 2 setups. Drop down both of them on the cut, the fish. And so now we're just gonna troll up to the dam, which is way up there. Let's see how it goes. Up to the dam, going around about 0.5 to 0.8 miles an hour. You can tell because it says right here, but it's what I'm trying to get. It's what I'm trying to go. I'm trying to go that slow. There's like no structure out here, but I see fish every once in a while, so that's good. Just hope they're willing to bite, you know? I got a bell on the one behind me. When I shake, which it doesn't shake unless I turn, it rings a little, but if I just paddling like this, it doesn't ring at all. So if I hear a ring, I know there's something going on back there. And wow, look at that. Look at that. That is huge. That is pretty big. And this is, the reason I say it's so big is because this is set to 40 feet. So that's in ratio compared to the depth here. Like this is 10 feet here. That would be super long. I mean, obviously it's not 100% accurate. But, yeah, okay, I'm going to anchor here and try. Well, forget, that thing rings. So let's see if my anchor is long enough to anchor in 28 feet of water. Should be, hopefully. We'll start seeing the anchor in my radar, which I do see it. Right now I'm at 15 feet. Yeah, we're definitely got enough anchor for this. And right now I just scared any fish right there that I just saw. So I guess the anchor shows up like that. So I guess a fish the size of the anchor would be, so yeah, now we're on bottom. You can see the anchor drop down right there. So maybe it's not that big of a fish, but it's a good fish that I just saw. So we'll anchor here. We're gonna drift backwards a little bit, actually, to the spot where the bigger fish was. We should drift in that direction. And then in about 15 minutes, we'll give it 15, 20 minutes. If we can't catch anything, then we'll move on. All right, what knot did I want? I wanted this knot. Make sure we still got the bait, which we still do indeed have a bait, and we have someone else's hook and line. Look at that, someone else had a Texas rig on here. I'll try and pull that. Oh jeez, yeah. Well, now I can get rid of this trash that was on the bottom of the lake. That's kind of good. See, it's starting to rain. Like actually rain, so that's why I put on the GoPro that can handle the water. Let's see if we still got bait here. We still got the bait. All right, so now we're just gonna drop it. Was that another hook that I just saw? Did I just see another hook on my line, or am I tripping? Okay, good. I thought I saw someone else's hook again. I was like, okay, bro, enough of that. Oh, I see some fish down there. So we'll drop down, since we're shouldn't be drifting at all. We'll drop down on bottom. Okay, come on. And then, so we're on bottom, right? And we'll reel down about a foot for this one. Well, that doesn't actually make sense. Well, yeah, it does make sense, because now I can do this. Oh yeah, no, it does not make sense. That made absolutely no sense what I just did. Okay, now we're gonna reel in, tie in a little bit. Anyway, yeah, we're off bottom a little bit. That's what I wanted, because that's where the fish are showing up, slightly off bottom. So that should be good right there. Now this one, I want on the actual bottom, because, well, it has a float, so it's already above the bottom a little bit. I guess we'll just hope that there's some flatheads that have a little home right next to this dam. I see a lot of fish on the bottom right here. So I'm gonna drop my anchor over here by the dam and then should drift to this spot. It should be perfect. Well, actually, see, I don't understand why I'm getting so many marks here and then hardly over here. I think my sensitivities are off. Like, I think this one's more sensitive than this one. I don't know which one's better right now. I mean, this one could be really hard to set off. I wasn't turning when that happened. Why is it vibrating? Anyway, yeah, there's stuff all over this section. So yeah, okay, so yeah, it looks like the water is definitely not 10 feet low. Must have been that I was just in a spot that I don't usually go to. But yeah, the water is usually up to kind of like just a foot above that the start of the metal grating, whatever you call it. Perfect. So right now we can see the start of the dam. Anchor is dropped. I can put on my better microphone now, honestly. The rain stopped. So I'll do that in a second. I'll do that whenever this battery runs out. We're just gonna let this drift a little bit and see where we go. And I'm gonna listen to my dad. My dad suggested for a while to just go to this dam right here and then drop a huge bait down, or a big bait down, and that's what I think I'm gonna do. I might do the head of that shad on this rod and see if anything will bite it. All right, here's a giant head of a shad, or what I believe is a shad. Their guts were all like muddy. It was weird. But here's a giant head, and we're gonna hook it through. I could hook it here, or I could hook it right here. I feel like right here is better, through like the eye or something. We'll hook it through the eye, or through the mouth right here. Yeah, through the mouth. And then we're gonna tie a ton of twine around it. Got this real tight on here with some twine. Now, big bait, big fish coming up. Oh yeah, that thing feels heavy. I don't even know if that float's gonna float it, will it? Wow, that float actually suspends that bait. That's actually incredible. So let's see, let's test if I have the weight down. Yep, the bait floats. Very good. Very good. This is exactly what this rig is built to do, and that float is the perfect size actually. I did not expect that, because this bait feels like it's like a good quarter pound of head, you know? So we'll cast this right over there. Bingo. There's no way that's already on bottom. Alright guys, it's been about, I'd say 15 minutes. Had nothing happen yet. That big bait needs a specific type of fish for it to bite, and there could only be a couple hundred, 1, 2, 3 fish of that caliber in here. Guys, something unbelievable just happened. I just found a perfect spot. It goes from, right now it's 9 where I'm at, but I set a waypoint up here, and it's actually like 6 or 7 feet in that spot, and then it drops off right there to like 40 feet. And oh my God, I was coming over here to set anchor, and a gigantic fish came up to my shrimp, and he was about to bite it, but he saw me. He was so that fish was at least like 24 to 28 inches. I don't know what it was, but it had like an orange-ish tail. It could have been like a catfish, or it could have been I don't even know like what it could have been. It was gigantic though. So I'm definitely gonna recast that way with this shrimp, just because that's where I saw the fish, is right over there. That was insane, and I'm hoping this spot produces, because I need the fish, man. I need some fish to bite. Look at that, they're all jumping off. We have a fish on. He's not that big. Come on. Come on. Oh, he's fighting now. He's not that big though. Oh my gosh. Nice catfish. I'm wrong. He's a decent size. No, come on. Stay on. Alright, fine. I'll pick you up, man. Yes. Yes. Oh. That's a beautiful catfish right there. That is what I saw looking at my line, is a nice catfish. That's a nice catfish, guys. He was fighting decent, not as good as last catfish I caught, but that is a perfect channel catfish right there. We're definitely gonna put him on the stringer. He's a perfect eating size. Yes, man. He ate on the shrimp. So this big head though, I'm still gonna leave it on because I could get a giant flathead to bite that, but I'm so happy we caught a channel, and we know it worked on the shrimp. So my net is about to fall in the water, but it was stuck on something, of course, right when you came, buddy, right when you came. All right, the hook did just what I needed it to. And actually I'm putting on I lost the hook because I got the bite, I think, but I'm putting on this guy came up because he checked out the bait and then saw me and ran. So I'm gonna put on a 2/0 hook, a real small hook, so that it doesn't scare the fish, on a Circle C hook like this. But this is a 5/0, and I'm gonna put it on a 2/0 instead. This big old bait has a 6/0 circle hook, so that one's set up. Looks like there's a turtle over there, but it's like half its body's hanging out the water. Man, this circle hook's really good in here. Hooked itself, man. I didn't even have to set the hook. The nice thing about these hooks, man. This is a hot spot, y'all. I just saw a giant bait fish jump out of the water. And I'm putting this catfish in the net so I can just get a stringer. I can't get in my pliers because I can't get the hook out of his mouth. Don't worry, buddy. I'm about to put you in the water. You'll be happy in there. There you go. We'll rest him in the water, just like that. I'll try and find. Yeah, this is a hot spot, y'all. Right here, I set a waypoint. Waypoint 022. This is the point. I actually set one here before, about a year ago. Oh no, I didn't actually. I forgot. I set 2. Okay, well, let me get a stringer for this catfish. Man, don't you hate it when you reorganize your gear and you can't find what you're looking for? I finally found it. I didn't get pliers though, that's what I should have got. Anyway, so the shrimp worked, and I was casting towards the shallows. So we'll try that again. If it works, don't fix it. You know? I think you know. But issue is, my fish finder doesn't seem to be wanting to turn on now. I think I ran out of battery. Which is surprising, that never happens. I am at 11 something volts. Less than usual. I don't know, I may have lost my fish finder. It's not good because I can't re-find the spot if I don't have the fish finder, if I somehow get unanchored. The worst time for the fish finder to go out, when I actually need it to find the spot. I mean, I guess we'll stay here for the rest of the day as long as I keep getting bites. That's a really good catfish for Boerne Lake. I mean, I'm starting to think Boerne Lake is actually a really good catfish place. And on a overcast day like this, it's not too bad. Cast it out again on the bottom. And we're also going to cast shrimp out on bobber, and we're leaving that head there. I got my catfish down here below me. I can't get my fish finder back on, which is kind of scaring me. I feel like I'm out of battery, which never happens. Ever. Like ever. So this bell isn't really on here well. Or it's on here, but it's on like the upper section. Before it was right here. It didn't ring as much there, I think. Or it could just be windy. So, I don't know. There we go. Sound that pretty good? Afraid I'm stuck, but we'll leave it for now. Let's try and get this fish finder back on. There we go. It's coming back on. Good. Alright. Hopefully it stays on though. If it keeps turning off, then I might be out of battery, which would be very annoying, honestly, because I want to go up there in the creek more if this spot doesn't work out, and come back possibly if it does, you know, if that spot over there doesn't work out. Which way am I drifting? Why am I getting so much tension there? That's weird. Man, I'm cold. Where's my life jacket? That's funny. My life jacket's almost like just a regular jacket to me, usually. I mean, I do wear my life jacket a lot of the time, but I mean, I should be wearing it when I'm alone like I do. I am now. I usually only wear it when I kind of feel like I could be at risk, you know, like when I'm super tired and I'm alone, or whenever I'm in the ocean. Man, this zipper doesn't work well anymore. It used to be one of the best zippers in the world. In the world, man. Not even in like my wardrobe, in the world. Okay. All strapped up. Nice and cozy and warm. Alright, let's change the view to the view I like. Still at 9 feet. We're still in the same spot. That's good. Same relative spot at least. Okay, one more. There we go. This is the view I like. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I know we haven't drifted anyway because I haven't got slack than that at all since I caught that fish. So, or since this turned off is what I mean. But yeah, you can see on the top of graphic map, it's shallow here and then it drops off. The white is deeper and the darker blue, which is weird to me, but weird to my dad as well. But darker blue is the shallower water and the white is the deeper. Come on, catch a big flathead. I guess it's kind of rain. It's like mist almost. I got the bobber out with a shrimp, and I got this on bottom with a shrimp, and then this out and the drop off with shrimp, which honestly I should probably, maybe I should try casting this over to the drop off. And I want to face the drop off now, so I'm gonna start doing that. And the way I'm gonna do that is by simply positioning my anchor so that it allows me to do that. There we go. Now we're positioned to face the drop off a little better. And what happened to my bobber? Oh, it's right there. Oh, I'm stuck in stuff. There we go, I'm out of it. Yeah, I was stuck in grass. My shrimp was kind of chewed up though. I might put on a new shrimp because it's a little chewed up. Alright guys, everything I have here is soaked, so I had to switch over back to no microphone. So I'm back on the stock GoPro microphone. That's what we're using right now. No way, guys, no. I don't know, I just feel so happy right now. I mean, this overcast weather right now is making me feel weird, but it's actually, the water I put my foot in, it's so warm. I could honestly just sit in the water. I think I might, now that I have the, wow, I thought I had a fish. It feels like I could have a tiny fish. I don't know. It's because I had so much slack in this line. I could have a small fish. We'll see. I don't think I do. No, I don't. Okay, good. They're not good. That's bad. What the fuck? What the heck, man? Terrible. Where are the fish at? There's no grass on the side though. I don't know which side is better. The deep pocket right here, which I could be on the edge of the deep pockets, which I would prefer, or if the shallow is better, you know. But we can test both because of this bobber right here. There we go. I already caught one fish in the shallow, so now we're testing the deep with my big bait and my little bait, and then testing the shallow with the bobber. Could clearly catfish come up to the surface for shrimp, but just shrimp. Everything else, no. I'm just joking. I really don't know, but he came up for shrimp, so we know that. You know what I just realized? I'm freaking lucky, man. It's overcast on the one day I forget my sunglasses, and that's super lucky. Super lucky. Now it'd be nice if another fish could bite. I do not want the common trend of Boerne Lake, which is the common trend I've always had, of catching one fish, one catfish. Well, bass I would catch a few, but one catfish and nothing else, you know? I love seeing him swim down. Look. Hey, just swim down. Oh, there he goes. He's so cool. Take a look at this. I thought ugly stakes were unbreakable. Clearly they aren't. I had a huge fish. He broke my rod. Nah, I'm just kidding. It just broke because I got snagged. But sucks. But it's not that bad because I have an exact replica of this pole that doesn't have a reel at home. So I guess I'll just use that one for now, and just remember that if I get snagged, I can't put all of my force into it and break the rod. But yeah, I cut the line because it didn't come off. We're gonna keep moving up because, well, there's trees here. I don't want to get snagged again. Alright guys, just reeled in all the baits. Right by this dock right here. That's where I was fishing. Nothing. Caught nothing. But At least, I mean, at this moment, but at least I caught this one catfish. This one nice catfish, you know? I love it when he dives down. There he goes, boom. Well, I think that's it. We'll call it a day. Thank you for watching Bizarre Outdoors. Stay tuned. This is probably like the middle of the video. I'm hoping this is not the beginning of the video, because if this is the beginning of the video, that means I haven't caught a flathead in a very long time. So I'm hoping this is like the middle to the end of the video, which means like in the next 2 trips I'll have a flathead. I'm gonna try. I want to beat the lake record here. That'd be awesome, because the lake record's only 8 pounds. So if I catch one of those 50-pounders, those guys, they don't have the official record because they didn't call Parks and Wildlife. If I catch a fish that's more than 8 pounds, I am calling that number and I'm getting the new record and putting my name on it. It'd be awesome. Maybe it'll go up in the Boerne newsletter. We can promote the channel a little bit, right? Well, thank you for watching Bizarre Outdoors, and peace out. Be ready for day 4. Day 4 is here. It's day 4. Alright guys, day number 4 of trying to catch a flathead catfish. We're back at Boerne Lake. We're about to be at Boerne Lake. I just got off of school. I drove from Kerrville down here to Boerne, which is where I live, in Boerne. And so, we're gonna try and catch a big old flathead. And let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. Alright guys, welcome back to Boerne Lake yet again. By far, out of the 4 days, the calmest day that I've been out fishing. Getting my stuff set up, and I am going to set up one of my rods with a small hook and bobber so I can try and catch some bluegill under these docks, or that dock, or this dock over here. So we're going to try and catch some bluegill, and then we're actually probably going to just try and fish with the live bluegill right here. If that doesn't work out for 30 minutes to an hour, we'll head up here. Then we'll head over here. I'm looking through the camera, so where my finger is at. Okay, well I guess right over there. Right over there. And then right over here. And those are areas along the channel where I have sections marked off on the fish finder. So those are the prime areas that I think that the catfish could possibly be at. I'm seeing lots of bait fish action, which is a good sign. It means that we can probably catch some bait fish actually. Alright guys, we got everything set up. We got the camera bag, some anchor line wrapped up, got some twine, scissors, knife, my poles. I just have to set up one pole so I can try and catch some bluegill on that, then we'll be ready to go. I got this bobber, and I have 50-pound mono tied to like 4-pound mono, and I have a number 14 hook. It's extremely small, if you can see it right there, with a little piece of worm on it. This should catch us some panfish that I can use for live bait, so we'll go out and try it. Finally, one perch. All right, let's put them on this this thing, or in this thing. All right, now we need to catch like 4 more, at least. Looks like the smaller bait works the best. This tiny piece of worm. Live perch. Whew, heck yeah, this is working great now. I'd just like to say thank you, Matei Farms, for providing me these micro hooks and well, pretty much teaching me how to catch bluegill, or reteaching me, because I always just go for the big stuff. But in this case, now with the flathead catfish, we actually need the little stuff in order to catch the big stuff. So thank you, Matei Farms. He's a YouTuber I met at Curvo Lake on day 2, I believe. Yes, day 2. And he gave me these hooks and even gave me a shout out on YouTube. Oops, that was a little rough. That was way too rough. For some reason they hit it the first time, and then even if there's bait, it's like they just forget about it. They're like, oh, that thing is a trap. We can't eat it again. I don't understand it. I thought I had to let these perch eat and stuff like before I set the hook, but it turns out you have to like set the hook as soon as they bite it, because they kind of just spit it out almost. They like peck at it and that's it. Oh, come on, peck at it more. Dang it, I didn't get that fish. Try again. I'm casting the shade this time. Oh, right there's perfect. If I'm not, oh, there we go. Might have lost my bait. No, I still have it. Man, this is such a weird type of fishing. You know, I'm used to having a big bait. I just leave on. I know it's gonna stay on there. Oh. Oh, got one. There we go. Exactly what I want. Perfect. Alright, little guy. Come on, stop it. This is a feisty one. Man, he choked this thing. There we go. Man, I can reuse the same worm for all these fish. Alright, we'll catch some more bait and then we'll get back whenever we have enough. We got enough bait. We got seven live baits. They're all the sun perch. And, oh gosh, almost tilted. Now we're just gonna scout the bottom of our good spots that we discovered last time in day 3. Wow, there's a cool fish right there. But we are gonna basically just scour this area and see if we can find any fish. How you doing?
Any luck?
I'm just catching. I just caught bait so far. Just a ton of perch. Feet. It's a decent sized catfish right there, so we're gonna anchor up and just cast out our live bait here. It's been about 15 minutes. I think we might actually move spots, but the big rod, I have a Santee, I always say it wrong, Santee rig on it, which means that I can actually troll that one. So I think I'm gonna troll it out along this dam and we'll look for more catfish. I'm not seeing any more show up as soon as I cast it down, so maybe I scared them all away with my anchor. We'll see. My pole. See that little rainbow right there? You might be able to see it. Who knows? Approaching the drop off very soon. Where are the fish at? Approaching the channel. Just now starting to drop in elevation. Let's see. Slowly dropping and eventually it's gonna just pew, drop down to 42. And like I said, over here, right here, it goes up to like 7 feet deep, 8 feet deep, 6 feet deep. Depends on where you're at in that spot. I saw 6 feet deep that one time I caught a catfish, but whenever I caught him, I was in 9 feet. So let's see. I'm hoping, the idea is that these baits are gonna drop down the channel, just like right along it, like at an angle above it. And there'll be like a catfish in there, flathead, and since they're predator catfish, they'll come up, swim up, bite the heck out of that fish, and we'll get ourselves a flathead. If not, then I'm just gonna cast this live bait down into the channel and hope that I can find some flatheads that are hanging out there. I wonder if I just went straight through the channel, if I would hook up into anything, like trolled straight through the channel. That could work. Might have to do that and then find the fish and stop and cast there. Alright, we'll see. Alright, well, this spot does not seem good right now for some reason. And I actually, all my fish that I was trawling are dead. So that's no longer live bait, but I still have 5 more, luckily. Let's go, you live and learn. Thought they would stay alive, honestly. I can see why they wouldn't, but I'm gonna go over to the dam, check that out, and then I'll run along this wall, and we're just gonna keep looking. Hopefully we can find the catfish. I'll stay in the channel and just troll this dead fish, I guess. What was that? Amazing and peaceful out here. I'm not out here often at nights, but you know, usually I go pretty far out. Out here, you know, shouldn't be able to hear anything. But all I'm hearing right now is it's just Mexican music, man. It's so annoying. You know? You probably hear it right now. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Well, there's a lot of fish on the fish finder right now in this area, so I'm gonna put on a live bait. They're not all on bottom though, which is the problem. I do have this on the bottom. Has the shrimp and the dead fish. But we are back at the spot we started. You can see I got this big pole set out with a big live bait. And then I got this one with some shrimp and some live bait. So we'll just sit here for the next 30 minutes. So that's all we got before we have to leave. Guys, I feel absolutely terrible right now because I was packing up my stuff, and I always do this. Of course, it happens off camera when this happens. And I always set my rods up so that they're in the rod holders of my kayak while I unload everything out of my kayak. So while I'm unloading everything, keep in mind I cast out as far as I could with my surf rod, and I have a live bait on there, a live sun perch or whatever they're called, and I loosened the drag just a tiny bit or a little bit so that it wouldn't like yank it out of the rod holder, because it's still that I had that drag set so tight that it would yank it probably out of there, even though the angle holds it in there. So I was doing that, I set that, was packing up my stuff, and then all of a sudden I just stand there. I'm standing there kind of next to the rods, kind of just looking out because there's a thunderstorm in the background, and I'm staring at the lightning, and all of a sudden it gets slammed. It just it got really slammed. The rod bent all the way down, which the rod doesn't bend that much usually because it's a a surf rod. It's kind of like my shark rod or whatever. And it started screaming drag. It was gigantic. I get the pull in my hands, and I'm fighting the fish for like 3 seconds, and I tighten the drag just a little bit, and then it snaps off. Keep in mind I have 50-pound braid on there, but it didn't actually break on my 50-pound braid. It broke on my leader, on my 50-pound mono, because I use a regular fishing knot. The fishing knot everyone knows. I used that to tie on the leader to a swivel. Hold up. No. That didn't fail. No. The actual... Okay, I had a barrel swivel on there, but it had a clip on it, and it was tied to the barrel swivel. But the weight itself is gone, which means that the clip actually broke off. I think my barrel swivel failed, and that's what broke off the fit. That's what broke off from my line. That is insane. That's definitely what happened. No way. Based off of what's left behind on my line, I determined what failed. And unfortunately, it was something that could have been avoided. So, me changing the drag didn't actually do anything really. I think if I would have left the drag, it still would have broken off. Right now I'm left behind with this swivel right here. It's tied onto my line, and all that's left is that swivel. This used to be a swivel with one of those clips, and the clip had my 4-ounce weight on here, which is what I don't understand, is this hole right here is intact, but that clip is gone now with the weight. So I must have failed, broken off. Now that clip could have compromised my knot, but I think the main problem was that my knot was just not strong enough. So I did some research, and I found a knot that shark fishermen use for very heavy monoline. Now this is like overkill, but I don't care. I need the strongest I can possibly get. I don't want to lose another fish like that. And so I'm going to use that shark fishing knot, and just in case somehow this swivel failed and I can't see it here, even though I don't see how it's possible, I am going to switch to a shark fishing swivel, which I have, and it's a 510-pound test, so there's no way that's going to fail. My 50-pound test braid would fail before that does. Then my hook, I had the same knot onto my hook as I did onto the swivel, so that easily could have failed as well. So I'm going to I'm going to do a snell knot on my circle hook, so that way I can I won't lose a fish like that again. Also, I'm going to try and tie on, because I had a clip here with the 4-ounce weight, I'm going to tie on a piece of line. You know, it doesn't have to be strong, you can break off, to tie on my weight, to put on my weight, so that can't compromise my knot in some way if that was part of the situation here. Alright guys, it's day 5. We're back at the same spot, around the same time. I'm using an app to see when the fishing's best. But anyway, it's day 5, and we're at the same spot that we hooked into that giant fish. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna cast in the same spot. All I gotta do is go catch some bait right now, and I hope it's possible, because it's dark. I mean, I hope it's easy is what I mean. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and catch some bait, and let's hope we get this flathead. Alright guys, we got the kayak on the side of the shore. This is exactly how I had my stuff set up. Casted right in between these two poles. You can't see them, but there's 2 buoys over here to say no swimming, because this is a boat ramp. And I had this rod right here, this big surf rod, and this rod holder, and it got slammed. So we caught, it took like an hour and a half to catch bait. It was impossible. I'm never gonna try and catch bait at night again, I don't think. But we finally caught some bait. All of it's small except for one big fish, really. And that big fish is gonna go out here. I'm gonna cast it out in the same spot I caught the other one last time. It is way later. So yeah, let's see if it works out. Here's our big bait right here. Live perch right here. That's really good bait. Got the Santee rig, so it's weight, so this would be suspended like a foot off the bottom. So let's see, let's try not to fling this guy off first cast. Pretty much where the other one was. It's been an hour, man. 4 hours. Around that. I almost want to check this pole and see if the bait's good, but I keep throwing him around, reeling him in. I feel like I'm killing him. That's the only good big perch I got. Alright, well, I just checked this bait. Still got the really big perch on there. And he's still really lively. I hooked him in the perfect spot. Those bigger ones are easier because they have a little bit of fat like above the back of their head that like you can hook into without hurting them, and they'll stay alive forever. It's been 4 hours. Calling it a night. It's been about 5 or 6 hours. Nothing. I guess I'll sit through the morning a little bit here. Cast it out. Quite a ways with some live bait. Let's see. Well, that concludes the end of day 5. Got nothing, no bites at all. Man, I really hope we can get another big flathead like that to bite like we did last time. But we'll just keep trying. Day 6. It was storming for quite a while, still kind of raining. May get some rain while we're fishing, but yeah, be a cloudy, overcast night. It's been like this pretty much all day. Well, it was a little sunny earlier. Let's see if we can catch that flathead. I'm not giving up till I do. Alright guys, we're here at Boerne Lake. Finally. I think it's let's see. We're finally here at Boerne Lake. It's 7:53. It's raining right now. You can see the water droplets. But I gotta get quick to catching some bait before all the bait get all funky and are hard to catch. So hopefully it's not already like that since it's overcast. But let's try and catch some bait. Alright guys, it's been like an hour and a half and it's been constantly raining on me, so I'm soaking wet. But I finally got enough bait and I got one really big perch. Be perfect for like a giant flathead. And I'm gonna show you my new setup so that we can actually get good footage at night. And so yeah, I'll show you that right now. Alright guys, here's my setup. I got this new light bar. It's got red and blue LEDs on this side, but on this side it's got a white LED and that's all you really see. That way we got some lighting for us. Look how good that looks. Look how clear you can see me if I was sitting there. And I got all my gear. And then I got the bait, of course. I'm gonna bait up that huge fish what I got. I'll show it to y'all. And I'll put it on my surf pole, which is right there. So let's head out. Alright guys, we got a ginormous bait. Like really big bait. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Here it is. This is bigger than my hand almost, this fish. It's I don't really know panfish, honestly. We're just gonna call it a panfish. All right, let's get out to the spot I want to go to. I already saw a fish on the radar. Oh, a good fish on the radar. Dang. We'll drop down right here then. Alright, I'm gonna drop my anchor and then I'll get back to y'all, alright? Alright, we have casted out. What the heck? Oh. We have casted out our surf rod with a giant bait on it. Now we'll cast out the rod that will have the same rig, but it'll have a smaller bait for a, you know, anything could eat that one, on the other rod, because it's a lighter rod. I don't want something giant destroying it. And so anything could eat that. And it's, I mean, it could be a bass, it could be a channel, or it could be a flathead. So we'll just set that up real quick. We'll put a bell on the rods, and then we'll be good. Alright, so we got this setup. Same rig that I've shown you before, the Santee rig. And then this smaller, much smaller bait fish that's alive. Hopefully he stays alive since he's so small. The small ones don't stay alive for long because they gauge a hook. Oop. And we're just gonna drop him down right below me. Or actually, I'm gonna cast out a tiny bit, just so I don't get my anchor. Then we'll put a bell on this one because this one's gonna be behind me. All right. By the way, the volume is probably not as good as usual, the quality, because we're not using my upgraded microphone because it's constantly raining. I think you can probably see the rain, but it's like constantly drizzling on me. So, well, I'll get back to y'all if anything happens. Let's hope that I do get back to y'all and something has happened. All right. We'll see. Alright guys, we've been sitting here for a little bit. So we're actually going to move closer to shore, kind of to the boat ramp. Because whenever I was coming out here, I saw a fish on the fish finder. That's also where I hooked up into the fish, the big flathead last time. So we'll move over there real quick. We'll give that a shot. We gave this spot a little deeper a try, so we'll see how it goes a little bit closer to that area. I just marked something huge on the fish finder. I think it was definitely a flathead. I just dropped the bait down next to it, so let's see what happened there. got a fish on. It's not that big, but it's a fish. Oh. Okay, it feels pretty big. It bit the big perch, so it's pretty big. Oh, he's pulling. He's pulling. I'm gonna lose my jack though. Oh, he's pulling hard. Oh. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No! Oh. I think it's a flathead. Oh, it's a flathead. It's a flathead. Come on. Come on, get in the net. Come on. No, no, no. No. Whew. Yep. Come on, come on, come on. Ugh. He's fighting hard. Come on, come on. I feel like he's barely hooked. Come on. Oh, yes, yes. Big old flathead. So big old flathead catfish.
Good, good.
Wow. You have no, I've been trying to catch one of these for 6 full days, like 8 hours a day I've been fishing. Man, I think I had an even bigger one. Look at this guy. Incredible. Man, and the catfish we hooked the last time when I was mad that I lost one felt way stronger. It was pulling drag like crazy, so it was probably like double the size. That's the crazy part. Man, it's so amazing. He feels so cool, man. This is my first flathead, and look how big it is. It's all smooth. It's different. Everything about him is so different. Man, I had a feeling about moving over here and I did it, and it worked out. Yeah, big old flathead.
Wow. ¿Cuál es tu canal de YouTube?
What's up?
¿Tu canal de YouTube?
Oh, the name of the channel? Yeah, guys, so I just weighed it. It was a 10-pound fish. I'll re-weigh it, but there's so much bigger than this in Boerne Lake that I'm waiting. I'm gonna come back to try and catch more. I mean, but Finally, we caught our first flathead. So beautiful. Look how big this tail is compared to my fingers. My hand. Look at my palm right here. My palm. His tail is bigger than my palm. This guy fought pretty good, but the fish I hooked into last time was way bigger. Beats the official Boerne Lake record of 8 pounds. This is a 10.5 pound. I think that's what I just measured. 10.5 pound flathead catfish, officially beating the Boerne Lake record. So now we can put down the title, baby. Isn't that awesome? Look at this guy. Let me show you his mouth. I got some pictures on my phone these guys over here took for me. Look at that guy's mouth right there. Look at that guy's mouth. Look at those beautiful eyes. Beautiful eyes. Oh, he's really jabbing into my skin. Here he is. Big old flathead. Man, I'm so happy. Look how beautiful their head is. Beautiful eyes. Let's get this guy home and we'll get an official weight at my house. I'll get it on video so y'all can see. And then I'll start cleaning this guy. Oh yeah, he's gonna have some cheek. So these flatheads, you get meat from the cheek right here. Sorry, little buddy. You get the fillet like a regular catfish, and then they got some good belly meat, the belly steaks. This is supposed to taste really good. So, all right, guys, I moved this catfish in this ice chest. He barely fits. He's kind of folded up, but I put water in here, so he should still be alive. And we are gonna do a weigh-in on him, and we're also going to measure him. I have a measuring tape over here, and then that should be it. I'll just show y'all him again in this good lighting. Swallowed a bug earlier, man. Who cares? I got this flathead catfish. Well, it's time to get this beautiful flathead out. Look at that flathead. Look at him. Beautiful fish. Oh, please don't bite me. Yeah. Wow. Big old fish right there. Big old tail. Hold one more time like this. Heck yeah, man. Such a beautiful catfish. Look at that fish, man. This is basically like a freshwater shark. Is what this fish is. Beautiful fish. Units are in pounds, so we're zeroed out. And now we'll go ahead and we'll weigh this guy. And stay still, buddy. Come on. Stay still. 11.9. Wait. We're gonna say the average of all that was 11.8 pounds. So an 11.8 pound flathead catfish right here. And we caught him in Boerne Lake, and the Boerne Lake record is only 8 pounds. So we destroyed the Boerne Lake record right there. This is a lake record fish right here. Alright, got the good old measuring tape. We're gonna measure from, oh, we should probably measure from the bottom lip, huh? Bottom lip. Okay, slippery. Slippery, man. About right there. Lip. It's about right there. And he is 33 inches long. Wow. 33 inches long. It's pretty long for a catfish. Now I got a measuring tape full of slime. 33-inch flathead catfish, that's his length. I guess we'll take his girth. Might as well, right? You know? We're right here at his fattest section. Alright, let's see. Looks like his girth, 17.5 inches. 17.5 inches is his girth. 33 inches long. And 11... I don't remember now. 11.8 pounds. Yes. There's ducks rolling up on us. My fish. My fish. Ain't your fish, duck. You back off. So incredible. And we'll fillet this guy up. That is going to be the end of the Flathead mission video. And I think it's a pretty good ending. Not only did we catch our first flathead, but we caught the Boerne Lake record flathead. And there's bigger ones out there that I know of because I hooked into one that was 4 times this size, at least 4 times this size. And the reason I know that is because this guy fought really hard, but the other fish was screaming drag and like impossible to control, and then he just broke that knot off like we determined. So stay tuned, because I will be going back to go catch one of the big ones, one of the bigger ones. This is a big one, one of the bigger ones. Thank you for watching Bizarre Outdoors. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fish like this, man. Heck yeah. Here's a closer view of this beautiful catfish. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned. We're gonna beat this fish. We're gonna get a bigger flathead in the future. I promise you that. I think we will, at least.